So I thought, maybe why don't I sit down and talk about photography and maybe how to get into photography. It is not because I consider myself great or that I am a great photographer, but I think I have learned a lot from YouTube and a lot from practicing, and I think I can speak a little about my experience and how I started photography. The thing is, where most people get it wrong is thinking that it has too much to do with the gear, it has too much to do with the lens, it has too much to do with the camera, and they think, I do not have that, I cannot afford that, so they do not start. The thing is, it has too little to do with the gear and it has too much to do with the eye of the photographer. It is observing and understanding what's happening and being ready to take the moment to capture and click the shutter button at the right time. You have to be in sync with the camera, and you have to be in sync with the moment so you can take the picture at the right time. So it is important that you know what device you're using and how you can use it and be fast with it. And it can be a camera, it can be a digicam, it can be a smartphone, it can be anything. The thing is practice. Okay, so when I started photography, I was using a smartphone. I was clicking everything, every moment was a photograph for me. Okay, 1 year into getting a smartphone, I had around 13,000 pictures, and that was too much. And I wouldn't say that those were good pictures. Those were, when I look back to it, those were cliche pictures that I have taken. But I think it has played a part in my eye and the art of observation. And well, after getting the camera, I really invested more time into it professionally and more time into it officially to take pictures and pursue this. And I've been practicing this for a long time now. So I think practicing your observation skills is very important when it comes to photography. The second thing that you can do is to ask around your friends if they have a digicam that they are not using, and borrow it for a few months or like a month if it's possible, and take pictures with it. Okay, carry it with you everywhere you can. Okay, even if you're going to get the groceries, to the fish market, to the school, anywhere, carry it everywhere you can carry it. It might be uneasy for you, but that's what it is necessary. Okay, when you are not used to bringing a camera with you, you would be constantly reminded that you have a camera with you. Okay, when you are in a moment and you're carrying a camera, so you're always bothered by the idea that you are carrying a camera. So when you see a moment, your mind would be like, you should take a picture, I have a camera with me, and you take a picture. So you only get used to it, you only get used to having the camera with you after a long time. Even when I was using the smartphone for a long time, and then I switched to the camera, it was heavy. Even though it's a mirrorless camera, even though it's a slighter camera, it felt heavy. I always felt, I have a camera with me, and therefore I took a lot of pictures. So what I say is, start with the digicam or start with the smartphone. Why I do not recommend a smartphone is that it is always with you. You will forget about it, that it's in your pocket. Okay, unless it rings, unless you want to scroll mindlessly, so you will forget about it. So get something that is dedicated to taking pictures or videos. So go to Facebook and see if you can get a digicam for a low price. It would be under 3k, you can get something pretty good. Okay, start there. Do not really invest into like an expensive camera just because you think it is a hobby, unless you can afford it and unless you can live with the guilt that you are not taking pictures. Okay, I know a lot of people who have brought a camera and it is sitting there collecting dust and collecting guilt. So yeah. And also the third thing that you can do, it is optional, it is not really necessary, but I think it works great, and it is an efficient method that you can use to get better in a small amount of time, is to start shooting black and white. When you're shooting black and white, I think none of the color matters. Okay, everything is gray, white, black. So to make a really interesting picture, you have to really try. You have to put so much effort into it that you have to compose a picture. You cannot fool anyone with the colors, you cannot fool anyone with the flower picture. Okay, when you take in black and white, no one will be shooting flowers, or no one will be shooting the sunset. You have to find pictures with personality, character, and story. So I think it is a very important, very interesting way, I would say. That is how I got better. I think I am getting better. Okay, I will always be learning. I am learning, and I'm still learning, and I will always be learning. Even in 10 years, I will be learning new methods and how to take good picture, or maybe I will find a new style, or maybe in a corporate office, I would not. But I think I will still be taking pictures. You see, it would be really great if I inspire someone to take pictures. It would be very interesting, and that would be one of the best compliments that I can get. You know, I live in Trivandrum, and I think there is a lack of community of photographers here. There are photographers who do wedding photography and all that, who would do, get a rented camera, and then rent a camera, and then just start taking pictures with a prime lens and call it photography. But I do not see anyone walking around doing street photography. I would love that. I would love to see people like that. I would love to meet with them, and I would love to sit with them and talk with them and maybe walk with them. So it was. I would love to create a community like that, because it does not exist at the moment. So I have to. I think if this inspires someone to take pictures, it is a great thing. So also that someday I will have to stop shooting, right? I will have to put down my camera. Maybe, hopefully it is when I die. And I wish that I would have a collection of really good work to put out to the world, and it inspires someone to pick up a camera and start shooting, and run along with my passion, carry my passion forward. It would be nice. It's going to rain here. Should I cut my hair? See. Anyway, whatever you're doing, is do not worry about people supporting you. Okay, do not worry about what will they think and how will they think, how will they take it. Create an art page, whatever it is that you're doing, post it there. Do not let your friends know. Then you will find your audience. I think a lot of people have told me and is telling me is to do the trend. Okay, take pictures. When the street photography thing came, when the street photography thing was in, trending thing, where there would be photographers who would call pretty girls and take pictures of them, and then call it street photography, and how it got to a trend. A lot of people asked me to do that, and I never got myself to do it. I think I think I will stick to what I am doing, and I think there is a sense of pride in what I'm doing. It doesn't feel genuine. Okay, it feels kind of shitty. Anyway, I will do what I am doing at the moment, and I think I will keep on doing this forward for a long period of time, even if I have to make this a part-time. I will still take pictures. I want things to work out, you know. I wish I could, be a photographer professionally, do work for people, and then in the spare time I would travel, take pictures, and do street photography videos, POV videos, and print out my pictures. It would be a nice thing. It would be a dream. And actually owning a Fuji film, that is another dream. Hope it happens. I hope it happens. And whatever your dream is, I hope it happens too. You know, if anyone wants to get into photography, wants to go on a photo walk, and if you are near me, let me know and we can talk about it. We can go for a photo walk. We can do a project together, anything. Okay. So I would love to have people get into street photography, understand their creative side, increase their skills in observation. Observation is very important, even if you are not doing street photography. Okay. See, one of the things that I do is, even when I'm going outside without a camera, I think it is a routine that I always check for frames. Okay, I will always be thinking that is a good picture. He's an interesting character. I should have taken my camera. That would be a black and white picture. And my mind is constantly framing. It is like muscle memory now that it does this on its own. I do not even have to try. That's it. Bye. Take care, okay? Text me if you want to talk about photography. I have to get really comfortable with the camera, so I feel weird, okay? So the more I get weirder, the less time it gets to get comfortable with the camera.